Her voice came through the phone like a blade, cold, sharp, and final. "We're done forever." Then, the click. Dead air. My heart dropped into a void I didn't know existed. For a moment, I just stood there in the kitchen, the faint hum of the refrigerator filling the silence she left behind. I replayed her words in my head, speakerphone loud, deliberate, as if she wanted the world to hear my humiliation. Done. Forever. I stared at the phone, my reflection faint in the black screen. A million questions clawed at me. Why now? Why like this? And most of all, who was she performing for on the other end of that call? I thought back over the last few weeks. The sudden late nights, the girls' dinners that didn't match the calendar invites I stumbled across on her desk. The way she avoided my touch, brushing me off with excuses about stress, headaches, deadlines. I had felt something unraveling, but I told myself it was temporary. Every marriage has seasons, I thought. But this was a storm I never saw coming. I barely slept that night. Her words echoed against the walls, bouncing back with even sharper edges. I imagined her sitting in some dimly lit bar, her friends leaning in with sly smiles as she put me on speaker, my heart break their entertainment. The thought made my stomach twist with anger and shame. By morning, exhaustion weighed on me like lead. I brewed coffee I couldn't drink, scrolled through old photos I couldn't bear to delete. And then my phone buzzed. Her sister's name lit up the screen. "Where is she?" The voice was frantic, urgent. "Please tell me she's with you." My chest tightened. "What do you mean?" "She told me we were done. I haven't seen her since yesterday." There was a pause, then muffled voices in the background. Panic, movement, chaos. Finally, her father's voice came through, stern but trembling. "She didn't come home last night. Nobody's heard from her. Did she say anything else?" My hands went cold. I could still hear her last words, dripping with venom, ringing louder than ever. "We're done forever." "I don't know where she is," I whispered. "But something's not right." The hours that followed stretched endlessly. Calls flew back and forth. Police were notified. Her friends swore they hadn't seen her since the afternoon before. Her co-workers said she left the office early. Each piece of the puzzle made less sense, each answer leading nowhere. And then I remembered, the tone in her voice when she ended things. It hadn't just been cruel. It had been shaky, almost desperate, like she wanted me to hear strength she didn't have. The thought gnawed at me. I drove. 4 hours. To her favorite coffee shop, the park bench where she used to read, the cliffside road we once walked at sunset. Nothing. Every place felt haunted by her absence. It wasn't until late evening that her best friend called me directly. She was with someone, she admitted reluctantly. A man. Brandon. They'd been seeing each other. The name landed like a punch. A stranger had stolen the parts of her she no longer gave me. Rage bubbled in my chest, but beneath it was something colder. The realization that she hadn't just betrayed me, she'd been slipping away piece by piece until nothing was left. But then came the twist. Her friend's voice lowered, trembling. "She ended it with him last night. Said she was scared. Said he wasn't who she thought he was." That's the last I heard. The puzzle snapped into place. Her words on the phone weren't for me. They were for him. She'd put me on speaker, used me as a shield, a way to sever ties with a man who had already sunk too deep into her life. My breath caught. The anger I'd clung to all day shifted into something else. Fear. Not for me, but for her. By midnight, the police found her car abandoned on a side street, the driver's door ajar, her phone smashed on the pavement. No sign of her. Just silence. Her family wept. I sat in their living room, numb, staring at the empty space where she should have been. Betrayal still burned in me, her lies, her nights away, the cruel way she cut me down, but layered on top was something heavier. Love doesn't vanish cleanly, even when trust is shattered. Even when betrayal carves you open. I thought of her laughter, her smile in the early years, the way she used to fall asleep against my chest. And then I thought of her last words again. "We're done forever." Maybe she meant the marriage. Maybe she meant her affair. Or maybe, terrifyingly, she had known she wouldn't make it home. The call ended her story with me, but it might have been the beginning of something darker I never saw coming. And as the room buzzed with grief and unanswered questions, one truth hollowed me out more than all the others. I had lost her long before the phone call. But now, I might have lost her forever.